I'm back. So, let's recap. 2018, you saw me last. I'm gonna keep looking over there every once in a while as well. I have some notes that are slightly off, so don't mind that. 2018, last video on Eon Machining YouTube channel. If you follow me on Instagram, you've seen updates here, there. You kind of know what's going on. I'm way more active on Instagram. But for those of you on YouTube, here's an update for the shop. Last video was 2018 about the SVM1 Skyfire. It was an impressions video. There was no video after that. That machine's gone. Long story short, it got returned. I got my money back. As far as details go, that's between me and Yan or Triple Tree CNC. That was our transaction. As far as details that you guys need to know, I had criteria when purchasing the machine, and this is why you should always have an invoice that states the criteria, not just I'm buying a piece of metal. No. I'm buying a machine that taps, can rigid tap up to a certain size, this spindle RPM, have criteria. Because if it doesn't meet it, that's false advertising. I'm not saying that they falsely advertised, but long story short, it did not meet the criteria we had on my invoice, and it went back. He worked with me quite a bit to try to get it to work, but I was in a transition phase with Eon Machining. The transition was hobby and make side money to fully supporting me as a business, which brings us to our next thing. That was 2018. 2019, January 2019. I quit my job of 7 years as a machine operator at a Swiss screw shop and started Eon full-time. So you can kind of see why having a machine that works was important. As far as machines go, there's been a lot that have come and gone. When I had this Skyfire, I also had a 440. The Skyfire left shortly after. A fellow in the Tormac group, I don't know if he's in it anymore, he now has a Haas shop, but he had a 770, and I had worked with him before. He made me a deal I couldn't say no to. So sold the 440, got another 770, so we had two 770s. I just recently sold my first 770 off in preparation for more space in another machine. Now we have a Haas that you're actually mounted to. It's a 2005 Haas mini mill. Options on it are rigid tapping and a floppy drive. Yes, floppy drive was an option. That's it, and it is a workhorse. Bought it at a local auction at a company that's been around our town forever. Just ended up closing, and I won it, so that was cool. It's been a really solid machine. So we have the Haas and the Tormac 770 still. We also picked up a couple Emco lathes. They are not running, but they are really solid machines. If you want to look at what one of them is, please look up Erik CNC, I believe is the YouTube. I'll send a link. It might be Silvatech now. I should have looked before doing this. If I edit the video, then there'll be a tag. I'll put his Instagram handle in the description. It's a 120p is the Emco I have that I'm retrofitting, but he went through and did a full retrofit on a 220p, which is a very similar machine. The only difference is the stand and the drawbar is a through bar versus mine, which is a closed off end spindle, so I can only fit like a 12-inch bar, which is fine. If I'm doing blank pieces, I don't care, but it is a pneumatic drawbar. So check his channel out and his Instagram for a whole build on that. He's actually running his. Mine's over here in the corner. Half the sheet metal's powder coated. We tore it all the way down, and I'm slowly building it back up. but I don't have my buddies here to help motivate me to do that. Plus, got to make money to keep going because this supports me full time now. Speaking of buddies, Salvun, or Peter if most of you know him, but Salvun is his YouTube and Instagram name. He is the Keycaps guy. He makes mechanical keyboard keycaps, artisan keycaps. He does keyboards now too. He came out and visited us. His vacation plans changed and he ended up staying with us for 2 weeks, which was fantastic. We had chatted for years prior to this, but he decided to take a vacation in San Diego. That's where we're at. We hung out, we clicked, and it was awesome. We went up to the Haas factory, we took a tour, it was really cool, and then that was 2019. In July, he said, "Hey, that was fun. If you get a plane ticket, Emo's in Germany, you should come. You can stay at our place." So I went to Germany in September for Emo 2019, the world's largest machine show. That was amazing and dangerous. The dangerous part is I like cool things, and there's a lot of cool equipment in the manufacturing world. Cool equipment costs a lot of money. There is equipment there that was amazing. Kern was one of them. Marvgrow on Instagram. Follow him. He is amazing. He showed us that machine, which is just mind-blowing of what that can do. But there were also other vendors there. For instance, went all the way to Germany to look. Not on purpose. They were just there because it's a show. But Fifth Axis, which is in San Diego, they were there, checked out their stuff, and then, as some of you might think of it, Lang was another company. So why have both? Well, I really like Lang's subplates. Their steel subplates are really nice. And then as far as vices, I don't know, I saw some more versatility in the Fifth Axis vise, but it doesn't matter because they go together, because 52mm spacing, 0-point systems. Also, side note, if any of you out there have these, there's soft jaws available. I sell soft jaws for these in the pair on eBay. I don't have my website set up right now, so eBay is all I got. But this slot and bore is measured with another cool piece of equipment that I saw at Emo and finally got one last week. It's the giant metrology elephant in the room. This is a Tessa Micro Height. Hexagon carries Brown & Sharp and Tessa now. That is what I like to refer as a single axis CMM. Long story short, it's a height gauge. A very, very accurate height gauge. I plan to do a full video on that piece of equipment because I do not see any videos that can kind of run through all the different modes of it. There's a lot going on in that piece of equipment. You can literally make a program and all you have to have is an operator come over. You can name it what it is, what point it's supposed to touch, so that you can bubble a print, tell it point 1, and then on that, have that point position they need to pick up called bubble point 1. It does a lot of math and measures bores, and it's super precise. 6 decimal places out, if I remember right. 5 or 6 decimal places out. It's more than 10 thousandths. It's pretty wild. So I'll do a video on that. What else do I got on here? That might kind of catch you up. If you guys have any comments, questions, feel free. Like I said, this is my gig now. This is still fun for me. Yes, it's not a hobby as much anymore. It is work, but I enjoy it a lot, and the experiences it's given me so far are amazing. Yes, there are long nights. The last 2 nights were long nights, but you know, you set goals, you get them done, and you just keep pushing forward. So I plan to try to do some videos. I'm not even going to try to promise any type of time frame for these videos, because I'll screw them up. I won't do them on the time frame. I just know they'll just happen when I can. I need to learn how to edit still. I might edit this video to add little cards in. I'll put it in the description for sure, of Peter, Salvun, and Erik for his Emco 120p restoration. Both of those guys are awesome. I talk to them daily, and they're way across the world. Alright guys, I'm sitting here. I'm getting some editing done. It's not as bad as I thought. What editing means is this minute's damn near 13 minutes long. I'll be able to edit the next videos way better because I won't just ramble on and on and on. Anyways, I figured out how to edit, insert multiple things. What I was rambling on at the end of this that I'm going to summarize right now is, I know I said that there is projects, and a lot of it was kind of stemming on the ease of me being able to edit a video because it seemed more like work. Now that I can see it's not that bad, and it's actually kind of fun trying to get transitions and blending and timing the audio, it should be easier for me to do some videos now. So yeah, look for the Tessa, that guy. I'll be working on a video for that, and then I still want to do the Tormac control panel, but that machine doesn't have an enclosure, like I said. Excuse me. So I'll have to figure that out. But yeah, leave some comments and talk to me on Instagram, or comment here on YouTube. Instagram is Eon_Machining. I'll insert a slide of my Instagram, and hope to see you around, and I'll try to do more frequent videos. Have a good one. See ya.